Okay. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining, okay, on this official release of our new VEO-MXHT48 HDBaseT matrix, okay? For those of you who are already familiar with our matrix series, this will look pretty continuistic, okay, in the same line. There are several highlights which we're going to cover right now. First of all, here you have an overview of the connectors, okay? This is an introduction of the front and rear panel. As you can see, it has the same, more or less, features as our other matrix in the series, okay? The main addition that this matrix adds is HDBaseT outputs, okay? So you will have HDBaseT connectors included, built in the matrix, so you can extend video signals as well as HDMI signals, okay? So, regarding video, as we were saying, 8 HDMI inputs, 8 HDBaseT outputs, and also 8 HDMI mirrored outputs, okay? So you can virtually have a 16:8 matrix, sorry, an 8:16 matrix, okay? But take into account that the HDBaseT and the HDMI outputs are the same video content, okay? You cannot route them independently. In the same way, video bandwidth is 18 gigabits per second, so you will be able to share content up to 4K 60 Hz, okay? So, what extension capabilities does this matrix have? Well, 70 meters for 180p video signals and 40 meters for 4K video signals, right?
Right.
In terms of audio, more or less the same. You have 8 analog unbalanced stereo inputs, so you can insert audio in the video flow, and you also have 8 analog as well stereo unbalanced outputs and 8 digital outputs. So, new highlight on this new matrix, you can independently route the audio, okay, to any output. What does this mean? That in all video outputs, you have an audio output related to it. Previous releases, this audio content was from the same input, okay? Now you can place any sound coming from any input in any of the outputs, okay? So take, for example, you have a laptop showing video and audio in input 1. Now you can output video from input 1 on output 1, and you can extract the audio of input 1 in any of the other outputs, output 3, 4, etc. Okay? So you can say that you have an independent audio matrix on top of the audio, of the video matrix. I will show you this in a minute. Okay. So, besides the independently routing audio, as we explained right now, regarding control, you have, as you can see in your screen, you have also front panel control through buttons. You have also WebGUI dedicated settings page, okay, for all the configuration. We will take a sneak peek to it in a minute. And also up to 8 presets that will allow you to load and save scenes on the matrix, routings, edit configurations, etc. Okay? Last, you can pair this audio and video HDBaseT matrix with any HDBaseT compatible range of products, okay? You need to make sure that they are compliant in terms of POH, but other than that, you can use this matrix with any HDBaseT projectors, screens, matrices, okay, that are compliant to the brand. But also, you can use our HDBaseT receiver, VEO-MXHT48 as well. Okay, you can pair it with them. It's not included, but you can perfectly match it with it. Great. So now what I wanted to show you is the WebGUI, give you a brief introduction on the controls and the configurations you can set with it. Okay, so let me just show it to you. Okay, so this is the main login page. As always, we type in the password. Here on your left, you have all the sections available. First one will show you a complete overview of all the inputs and outputs you have selected, as well as the main information of the video content, okay, as you can see here. Moving on to the input section.
Before we move on, just a quick question.
Yes.
I'm sorry for interrupting. So we are actually connecting to this, to the device that we have here on the front desk,
that's
right
correct.
in front of you, okay? So
that's correct, yeah.
You just need a specific IP address, so you would access these web settings, is it right?
That is correct,
okay.
That is correct, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for,
no, don't
for
worry,
the
don't
note.
worry.
So, as Jose was saying, we are directly connecting to the matrix. This matrix is working right now, okay? You just have to type the input address here, and you will access the web settings. So, going back to the sections overview, you have the input, okay, where you can name your inputs, as I'm going to do right now. For example, let's say player here, you click apply, okay, and then it automatically renames the input. So you can see that on the status as well, okay, for a more friendly recognition of the inputs. Besides that, you have a video mute. You can select which audio source are you going to be using. That is the analog audio insertion or the embedded audio signal in the HDMI. And also you have a bunch of EDID configurations that you can select here. There are default configurations as well as user configurations, which you can copy from this section of the web page. Okay. Moving to the output section, you have also a naming parameter. Okay. Let's say projector. Click apply, and automatically it renames the output. We go back to status. As you can see here on the outputs, we have TV2 and projector. Another video mute for the output. You can also mute the audio through the de-embed parameter. And on this section here is where you can choose which is your audio source for the associated output. So now, for example, audio follow video means that on output 1 will extract whatever is selected in the inputs, okay? If I click on the drop-down menu, all the inputs are listed, and I can choose which one I want to extract. Okay, it's pretty easy. Moving on, we have a matrix section, which is quite self-explanatory. You can route directly, the same as you would do with the front panels, okay? You can do that as well from this section of the page, so quite direct. You also have an all button to select all the inputs to the outputs. Moving on to the preset, also quite self-explanatory. You can name the presets here. You click apply, and then you have the three options, either to save a preset, to recall it, or to go back to the initial stage, right? And finally, you have the network settings section where you can configure your desired IP address here, as well as your TCP port. Okay, so remember, all our matrices have an associated set of TCP commands for remote operation as well. In that case, you can select the output port here. Then the next subsection is to tweak the username and the password, and finally the reset options here. So more or less, this is the overview that you can get with the web settings page. Okay, this is quite friendly to use and to operate. It's quite easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I invite you to try it, and obviously, if you want to log out, just click on the bottom.
I had already
the top right
to get my hands on the web setting.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were doing some tests. Thank you, Victor, for that quick and swift explanation.
Great.
So yeah, 12 minutes. So like I said, let me repeat a couple of things for the people that arrive a little bit late to this meeting. So the questions and answer panel, you have the button on the top of your screen.
Yes.
There are some of you that already asked me. Yes, we're going to upload this content into the webinars section in our website, plus the training.ecler.com. Of course, if you are not registered yet, what are you waiting for? Okay. So after this, yes, Mario, who is helping us today with the webinar here live, okay, is telling us that we have a question, okay, and it's from Hitesh. I'm sorry if I butcher the names. I always say this in the webinars. Okay, so and more questions are arriving. Okay, so
great.
First, it's the HDBaseT output PoE.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, great. So these are two questions associated, I guess, with the first one. Okay, do you have an option of HDBaseT to HDMI socket, faceplate or something? I think it's referring to like a remote.
Do you mean if we have a wall plate?
Okay. So Hitesh, if you want to,
yeah, if you can elaborate a bit more, please.
Yes, we will be happy to read it again. Okay. So do we have an option of HDBaseT for the input also?
No, it's only HDMI for the inputs.
Okay. So Hitesh is also asking another question, which is, the matrix communicate with EclerNet?
You can use EclerNet Manager, third-party control section to control the matrix. Yes, you will have also a UCP template available on your on the EclerNet Manager web page as well.
Okay, thank you, Victor, for that. Of course, you will have all the information available also in the Matrix website. Okay, web page, product web page, available in our Ecler website. So we have another question from Audio Gear people.
Great.
From Audio Gear team. Do the presets, I think they were interested in the preset section in your web setting.
Yes.
Affect all channels?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So if you save one configuration, it will,
Yes, it will store everything as it is on the moment you click save. Okay. It takes a photo, and when you recall, everything that you have stored will be recalled.
Thank you, Victor, for that. And yeah, Hitesh actually gave us a little explanation about and he was telling us, yes, a wall plate.
Okay, so right now we also have our HDBaseT transmitter, but not yet a wall plate receiver. It's something that's on our plans, but still not available.
Stay tuned because a lot of interesting projects are coming out in 2025
correct,
as well
that's
for
correct,
video,
yes.
for Ecler Video, okay? So stay tuned for that, Hitesh, as well. Okay, so Trusty is also dropping a question there.
Yes.
I guess it's a is interested in new developments that are coming up. Okay. Any
Okay.
possibility of an SDI version soon?
SDI. Well, that's quite an interesting technology. Without spoiling too much, I can say that we are looking into it, but I'm afraid not anytime soon. Okay, but we are definitely, it's something that's definitely in our radar. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that also, Trusty. So we have it also into account. The Avenger team, also from...
Good name.
Yes. Exactly. I love that name. Can we use HDBaseT and HDMI out at the same time?
Yes, that's correct. You have HDBaseT and HDMI outputs, which are outputting the same content, okay? It's mirrored. You can either use one or the other, or the two together.
Okay. Thank you, Victor,
Great.
for that answer. I hope the question from the Avenger team is already answered. Okay, so another question from the Audio Gear team. Besides web-based control, any digital panels that can control the matrix remotely?
Yeah, that's correct. You can build them with Ecler Net Manager software to customize it to your needs. And as I was saying before, we have also a template of these UCP panels available to download, so you can start from there instead of scratch, okay? So you can get all the commands that are already built in and configured in the template and rearrange it, copy it to make it fulfill your needs as well, okay? So you can, depends on your proficiency with Ecler Net Manager design.
Great. Thank you, Victor, for that, because I think it's a very interesting point there. Okay, so no more questions are registered now.
Good.
Okay, as far as I can see, Mari's also telling me that he doesn't have any left. They are known in the chat. So, yeah, we are actually under time. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, because I know you're very busy, Victor, but I think it's great that we have the chance to connect with, of course, our partners worldwide, okay, and explain this new release, which I think it's an amazing, amazing matrix, video matrix. Okay?
Definitely. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure as always, and hope you stay tuned for new things.
Yes, 2025 sounds great for new video products that are also coming their way.
That's
so
right.
Don't miss ISE 2025 as well. Okay, so thank you so much. Remember to check out our recorded webinars in our Ecler website as well in the community menu. Okay, so Victor, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you too.
Everybody, great day, great evening or night, depending where you're connecting. Goodbye. Thank you so much.